try to see it as an opportunity. Hey, you know, we think about the risks before we start the show. Hey, you know, we think about our feelings when we start the show. The pattern is a general decline through these days. I try to see it as an opportunity. I know that you ain't gonna climb down for me. I try to see it as an opportunity. Hey, you know, we think about the risks before we start the show. Hey, you know, we think about our feelings when we start the show. Start the show.
Way back in the day, I used to play in a band called Backwater, and we kind of folded quite some time ago. And then the three remaining members of Backwater started a band called Torgus Valley Reds. And when Torgus Valley Reds broke up, I started a solo project, and that was kind of the embryonic thing which became Julep. I realised that I wasn't very good on my own, and I kind of started looking around for people to play music with, and I was always aware of Niall because he'd always come to see my band play, and I'd seen his bands play in the past, in particular one called Iden Green, who were very, very good. And I knew Niall kind of liked sort of quieter, sort of almost folky music, and he owned a banjo, and I also knew that he could play drums a little bit, and he just seemed to have, in one person, a lot of the ingredients that I wanted to have around me. So, I mean, eventually he started off playing a couple of songs. I'm talking about you as if you're not really there. Started playing kind of a couple of songs in the set, and then within about 3 shows, he was playing on every song, and that's when the name of the band changed from Barry Peak to Barry Peak and Niall Harden, which subsequently became the Barry Peak and Niall Harden Rock Band. And Rock show, yeah. And then whenever the additional people that started helping us out became a bit more permanent, we thought, well, this is a band and it needs a name. And the name was Julep. Bizarrely, the people who joined us have subsequently left us again, but we're kind of like, not all of them, we're kind of happy as the 3-piece that you're seeing today. It seems to be how things have settled.
We played a couple of shows. The first couple of shows as Julep were pretty unwieldy, like 6 or 7 people. Yeah. Tanya from Ski Bunny and I think 2 or 3 guys from Tracer AMC were playing along with us. And we recorded like that last summer. And we're still going to use those recordings when we put it out, but like I think live, it's just nice not to have to turn up with a
drum kit. Most importantly,
yeah.
You know, because I think venues in Belfast tend to have lots of stairs, so the removal of the headache that is lifting a drum kit up the steps is a good thing.
It's pretty sad that that's really sort of influenced our artistic direction.
Well, the fact that I'm weak.
to you. I'm a warning sign too. I'm a little guilty of messing around with you. You're a little guilty too. I'll take my own directions. I know my imperfections, 'cause it's strange and it's hard and it's true, and it's right to the core within you. I'm a hot cold to you. I'm a warning signal too. I'm a little complex when hanging around with you. We're all a little complex through and through. I take my own direction. I fill this whole dimension, 'cause it's strange, but it's hard, and it's true, and it's right to the core within you.
The guys in Tracer, well, not own, but rent a space out in Ards, and we just drove out there. You weren't even involved.
I
in
wasn't
this.
involved, no.
We drove out there on the 12th of July and spent about, well,
I was busy that day.
and spent all day recording drums, and we did about 8 songs, I think,
Yeah.
of which about half we will be releasing this year, I think. So we did the music for that. That was last summer, and then we didn't get the vocals done before Barry went away. Barry spent a few months in New York, and so we left those sort of half finished for a year, more than a year, and just finished the vocals for a few of them this month, I think. So.
But it's all sounding good. I mean, there should be some product at some stage, which is quite exciting. Niall also runs his own record label, which is called Furious Tradesmen, and he's put out a couple of things. What do you call it? The
Three Tales album and a Heliopause EP, which is me, and then the thing we're excited about next is the Panic Band album.
Yeah, but then hopefully it's at some stage the songs that we've kind of spent the last year thinking about and recording will appear at some stage, you know. And that's kind of great, you know, because sort of every band I've been in since I was 16 has released something. I mean, when I was like 16, I played in a band called Laser Gun Nun, who were mentioned in the Guardian blogs last week. That's one of the worst band names ever. But we released a split 7-inch, and then kind of Backwater was the band I was in that released lots of stuff. Torgus released a 7-inch, so I'm just really excited that now, at the ripe old age of 34, the band I'm playing in is actually going to release something, because it's just a lovely document of a period of time, and you know, the songs you're writing and the people you're surrounded with and the friends you have at that time. It's very exciting.
at your door. I'm almost 23. Beautifully and tenderly you took me. Well, I'm not making sense, you know I rarely do. I never see things right through. Waiting at your door, you know I'm 32. Violently and passionately I took you. Well, you're not making sense, and I doubt you ever do. Do you ever see things right through? Disappointment always gets me over time. Anger always creeps on me to find the happiness I almost felt on the home straight. Disappointment always gets me over time. Anger always creeps on me to find the happiness I almost felt on the home straight.
I've always loved quiet music, I really have, I guess with like a lot of indie kids, I got interested in country music through the Palace Brothers, and then bands like Smog and Lamb Chop and things, and even bands like Low and whatnot. And that's played a big part in my life in the last 10 years. So getting to play quiet music it's actually kind of exciting playing quiet music, because it's very, very challenging, because the audience, you have to make the audience pay attention. You can't kind of beat them into submission. It's not like 1, 2, 3, 4, go, and everybody goes, wow, what's the big noise? With us, we have to be engaging in a different way, and the way we do that is by being as quiet as possible sometimes, And I've found that kind of, it's like in my professional life, I'm a school teacher, and if you have kind of like noisy, bad kids in front of you, sometimes by speaking really quietly is one way you can kind of make them listen. And I think with being in a band, if you're really quiet, the audience have a choice. They can either leave, or they kind of, and I don't mind them leaving. I'm completely content with that. I mean, if people don't want to listen to music, they just, go away. I'm totally content with that. But it almost forces the people that want to listen harder, which is kind of exciting. I
like the concept of band as teacher and the audience as unruly people.
It's a very similar thing. I mean, being a school teacher and being a rock star, it's incredibly similar. I mean, it is the liberal arts. You're putting on a performance. You have to grab people's attention for a set period of time, and got to get them in.
Bit of hand gestures.
Lots of hand gestures. Yeah. Shut up.
Wish that I knew something. Wish that I knew half of what you know. if you see New England, Godspeed. Don't forget the dust of snow is with me when I miss you. 'Cause heaven knows why tonight we're looking up through chemical eyes. We're still searching for realizations, and after the sign declines, the desert throws a chemical line. We're nearly blinded by revelations. I wish I saw in detail I'd add some meaning to the page. And if you see Appalachia, Godspeed. Don't forget the dusk and sand are with me when I miss you. 'Cause heaven knows why tonight we're looking up through chemical eyes. We're still searching for realizations, and after the sign declines, the desert throws a chemical line. We're nearly blinded by revelations, by revelations.
I mean, we've probably had more gigs than band practices.
Yeah.
It's not a big drain on our time, and especially now that there's no 1, 2, 3, 4 drums and 6 people to get something wrong. It's not a big drain on our time. We can just turn up and play a show at quite short notice.
Mm-hmm. And then rehearsing's really easy when there's only 3 of you, and you're right. I think most of the time that bands spend rehearsing is on arrangement and things, and kind of making sure the rhythm section know what they're doing. So without a rhythm section, it's actually, it's kind of straightforward. It's
Plus
guys,
our arrangements are basically start and then stop.
so yeah, here's the verse, here's the chorus. Do you know what you're doing? And Niall kind of generally comes up with some. I mean, you'll see it yourselves. Lovely guitar parts, and Johnny makes really phenomenal floaty noises. But I mean, the thing with Johnny's guitar playing, which I absolutely love, is he very rarely plays the same thing twice. So sometimes when I'm playing and I'm trying to concentrate on singing and stuff, he'll just go off and ad-lib and do something but kind of adventurous and different. And I'm like, wow, that's great. And I have to kind of stop myself from thinking it's great because it puts me off. And
I've got a tuning as well that
most people don't know what tuning is.
It's basically GBD, GBD, and I just stick a capo on and just do the same thing in every song. So that's why I don't have to practice much.
Yeah. But so basically kind of being, and the other thing is, whenever kind of the 3 of us, well, not so much me, but Niall and Johnny are really accomplished musicians, and that kind of makes me very, very comfortable. I know that they're not going to mess up, and it's not like being 16 and starting your first band when everyone's kind of going, what are you playing, A? How do you do that? You know, I know that if I say to these guys, you know, well, it's, you know, F sharp minor, they're going to know what that is and know how to make it sound nice. So it's a very comfortable environment. That's, you know, that's the whole thing about the three-piece and playing quieter music. It's just an exceptionally comfortable way to play music, and that's kind of always been my goal with music. How can I make this as comfortable for myself and the people around me? And
You're sounding a little bit like Q Magazine.
Really?
We're happy now that we're comfortable. We should be angry.
But I'm still angry. Sometimes
Okay,
some of the lyrics are kind of angry.
Yeah.
But
Why won't you go out with me?
I got a place, and as the morning light comes drifting in on you, we smile. Hey, what a face. And as the evening rain comes floating down on you, we try. Don't you recognize my face? Am I not welcome anymore? Or is my visiting over? Without a trace of hope, our love expires, and we're left holding our own thoughts. And in this place, the light illuminates the distance formed between us now. Don't you recognize my face? Am I not welcome anymore? Or is my visiting over? Well, I'm not saying it's the same for me and you, but it's the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
We're hoping to shift slightly up a slight gear in the next couple of months and play a lot more shows and get some reviews and things. And I think, I don't know, people don't really take EPs that seriously. But yeah, I'd like to tour it if you get a wee holiday. Would that be okay?
Aye.
But I mean, Tracer are finishing their third album as well at the minute, and that's always going to be Johnny's priority. And if they can tour that, that would be great as well.
Yeah, we
There's
could
only so much
support
time you
that.
can get off from real jobs. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, we're not thinking of quitting our jobs and going to America or anything.
No,
We're kind of that's the thing. I used to get really neurotic about what people thought of our bands, and at the Damon and Naomi gig, I finally just thought, like, this is good and I'm happy to do this kind of for us, and that I'd really never had that in music before. So I'm kind of just happy to record the songs and have them.
Yeah.
And if people like it, it's great, and people do seem to say nice things about us with very little effort on our part so
That's
far.
true,
so.
yeah. And the thing you were saying, do I see it as a long-term thing? Yes, in the sense that I can't imagine it stopping. I can imagine kind of, watch it. I can imagine it kind of, you know, not having any activity at all for like 3 months or 6 months, and then we just kind of slip back into it again. But there's no need for it to stop, and as long as we're all enjoying it, then yeah, why not?
We think about the risks before we start the show. Hey, you know, we think about our feelings when we start the show. Start the show.
Way back in the day, I used to play in a band called Backwater, and we kind of folded quite some time ago.
We think about our feelings when we start the show. The pattern is a general decline through these days. I try to see it as an opportunity. I know that you ain't gonna climb down for me. I try to see it as an opportunity. Hey. General decline.
And then the three remaining members of Backwater started a band called Torgus Valley Reds. And when Torgus Valley Reds broke up, I started a solo project, and that was kind of the embryonic thing which became Julep. I realised that I wasn't very good on my own, and I kind of started looking around for people to play music with, and I was always aware of Niall because he'd always come to see my band play, and I'd seen his bands play in the past, in particular one called Iden Green, who were very, very good. And I knew Niall kind of liked sort of quieter, sort of almost folky music, and he owned a banjo, and I also knew that he could play drums a little bit, and he just seemed to have, in one person, a lot of the ingredients that I wanted to have around me. So, I mean, eventually he started off playing a couple of songs. I'm talking about you as if you're not really there. Started playing kind of a couple of songs in the.
Through these days, I try to see it as an opportunity. I know that you ain't gonna pull Try to see it as an opportunity.